What is going on, guys? Today we got the Wiko Rainbow Jam. This is Fuzz Hardware's, by the way, doing another review of an amazing phone. So we got the Wiko Rainbow Jam. For those who didn't look at the unboxing, this is the box. And just to get an idea of what kind of phone we're looking at, yeah, you can get it in all different colours. Unfortunately, it is limited availability because it's not a very well-known brand, and the only one they had in store with me was the black one. So I would have chosen the red one because my Nexus was orange, so I don't know, it's just preference at the end of the day. But yeah, it's got a 5-inch screen. Well, I'll just tell you on the face up. It's got a 5-inch screen. The resolution is 720p, and it's got a quad-core processor at 1.3 gigahertz. It's got a gig of RAM, and it's got an 8-megapixel camera at the front and a 5-megapixel camera at the front. At the back, and 5-megapixel camera at the front. It's running the stock Android 5.1 with minor edits from Rainbow Wiko, and from the Wiko brand, and it's got dual SIM, which is a very big advantage, and it can take SD cards up to 64 gigabytes. In this case, I'm using a 16 gig, which is more than enough for my music and all the other stuff that I use. And so basically, just to give you an idea of what the phone looks like, I'll just put it back to the stock launcher because that's the one that came with the phone. 2 seconds. So the phone will come like this when you take it out of the box, like on the unboxing video. Again, if you haven't watched it, please go and look at it because I explain quite a lot of that. You'll get the feel of what it looks like when it comes out of the box. So I've been using it for a week now, and I wanted to do a good review of like all the things I thought about it. And don't forget, all this stuff is kind of personal, and you might think completely different about it. So the first thing I want to go into is the launcher it comes with does not come with an app launcher. So it's like an iPhone basically. All the apps are here that you can see. They're not in another tab where you can like see all your apps. So you kind of have to get used to having them all here. You can sort them out. Some of them already come in a folder. So the Google apps come here together. And basically, what's interesting about this phone is that Wiko must have a contract with Clean Master, which is a really famous application for cleaning. Normally it would say Wiko here at the bottom, so it comes with a sponsored version, but I deleted it because I think it uses too much. I don't know. It's just always running, and it's sending me notifications all the time, and I think that's not really going to be a good idea if I want to actually have a faster phone. So I got rid of that one, so I just installed this just for this review. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through every single bit of the software and hardware. Well, there's not much to say about the hardware, to be honest. We've got the 8-megapixel camera here. It looks pretty cool. It's like got a little, it's sticking out a bit. I've checked it, so when you put it down, the camera doesn't actually touch the table like it does with the Nexus. So I always used to scratch it a bit because I scratched the lens because it always touched it. So so I'll get started now. So this is the stock launcher. It comes with all kind of fun things. However, if you want to go have a good tip from me, I would go straight to the Play Store as soon as you have it and download the Google Now launcher. This is the launcher that comes with the Nexus, and I am going to be comparing it a lot to the Nexus 5, but that's because that's been my favourite phone for the last 2 or 3 years. But I just kept on breaking it too much, and as you can see now, I've completely cracked the screen. It's like I don't know, you can't see it much, but it's completely broken again. And I'm not going to put any more money in it. I can get a screen for the Nexus for €60. I could get a new phone from Wiko for €100, and this is basically the best investment I've ever done because that's what I'm going to show you now. So I'll just change it to the Google Now launcher, so now it actually basically looks exactly like the Nexus, and in my opinion, I'm not sure if this is true, it's actually even faster, it's smoother. With the Now launcher, the other one uses a bit too much RAM, I find. So this one just, really smooth, really simple. Simplicity is all you need at the end of the day. You just want to find your apps, you can type them in here, So I would do that straight away when you get it. And then first thing I want to show you is the camera, because most people are interested in the camera. So if the 8-megapixel camera, I'll do the front camera first. So this will probably be the first time you ever see me. Put my hair right, there, looking good. No, joking. So what happened is, if you compare this to I've already done this before, I've compared this to an iPhone 6 Plus, and if you put the phones together, you can actually see this is a way wider camera view. So this is pretty interesting because the guy who was holding the 6 Plus could only see his face, and I could see the person standing here and here next to me. So it's, I don't know, you can maybe see it, but it's got so much on the image, So that's what I want to say about the front-facing camera. Really good quality, as you can see. And then the back camera is even better. Like, you can't see it now, but the focus is amazing. Like wait, I'll just make a nice shot here. There we go. So that's the image you can make with this phone. Like the details are amazing. Well, this is brightness and all that, so it of course has some difficulties, but it's better at night and all that. So it also comes with some settings. You can of course get the Google camera application if you wanted it more like the Nexus, but here you get like normal, panorama, face beauty, HDR and night shot. And then if you go into the settings, you can see that you can record in 720p, which is really cool. It's not even on 8 megapixel, it was on 6. So you can do the location, all that basic stuff. That's about it. So going on to the next thing, I wanted to show you guys the drop down menu. So because it's running stock Android, it comes with the thing that you can see on Nexuses. You've got the drop down menu. The only difference I've noticed here is that it comes with audio profiles, which is really which is handy, and I use it a lot. So you can put it on outdoor, you can put it on meeting, you know, like the volume button just sometimes isn't enough to choose what kind of setting you want to have. Moving on, I'll go into the settings. The thing you can see here, which is different than normal phones, it's got SIM cards, and because it's got dual SIM, I've got and I live in Belgium sometimes, and I live in Holland sometimes, so I've got Belgian SIM here, which is currently off because I'm in Holland. And then I've got the Dutch one, and you can choose your default profiles and all that, so it's really handy. Going down, you got the home where I just changed the launcher. I want to show you something in the display. So if you go to the display, you got this mirror vision, which has been added by Wiko. And then if you go into the settings, you can go to picture mode, and you can customize the picture of the phone, which is really cool. So if you put it on standard, you can't see it much, but I'll just show you. This is vivid, and this is standard. So it's just a slight difference of color, I would say. Like you can see more colors if you put it on vivid. And then going down, you can also use dynamic contrast, and then here you can see the difference between dynamic contrast on and dynamic contrast off. So of course I'm going to leave that on. Looks really nice. So that's something that's cool about that they've added to the phone. Going down, you just see the normal stuff, wallpapers and all that. Now just to show you, I want to show you this one here. It's called Smart Awake. It's under the system tab, and then it just basically, you turn it on, and what this is something really cool that I've seen it on the on the Motorola Moto X. So basically if you double tap it, you unlock the screen, and that way it gets way better. If you do an O, you get the flashlight on. How cool is that? So you don't have to scroll down here and turn it on manually. Now the last thing is, if you do a C, you get the dial pad. So yeah, it's really handy, especially when you have the night out. When you had some drinks, it's really convenient just to, you know, I want to look for something. I want the light on. Let's just quickly do a no, and we got it. So that's that. Now we'll go through all the applications. I'm still on the Google Now launcher, but it even looks nicer if you ask me. So first one is I've already shown you the camera. It comes with its own file manager, which is really convenient if you want to install APKs that you download from, I don't know where, from the web or something like that. You've got the FM radio, which only works with headphones provided, which are really good, by the way. You can see that in the unboxing video. It comes with its own gallery. Now, I must mention, the weird thing about this phone is it comes with its own gallery and it comes with Google Photos, but you can't uninstall both of them, so you just get stuck. And it's the same for the music. You got music from Wiko here, and then you got the play music too, but you can't install both of them, so you just have to living with two. Maybe you want to like play two songs at the same time. I don't know what you want to do, but that's something I wanted to tell you. And then going to the bottom, it comes with a SIM toolkit where you can just see both of your SIM cards. And then it's got the weather application, of course, which is really good. I don't really use it, but if I want to know if I need to use a bike or not, because everyone in Holland cycles, of course, it's pretty good to know if I take car or not. It comes with a system update. Network connection failed. I'm not on the Wi-Fi at the moment, but you can just easily get to your networks. And then the last one is the videos. So you can it's got its own cool applications. As I said before, it's the best bang for the buck phone on the market. The only thing it is missing is another gigabyte of RAM, which is kind of annoying because I'm always used to the Nexus with the 2 gigs. And it's also got quad core, but like the RAM, it really does make a difference when you're starting to run loads of things at the same time. So what I would recommend you to do is just make sure you leave the ones open that you really need. For example, I'm going to use my camera later or something like that. I'm going to leave that one open, and then just make sure, you know, keep things down to the minimum. But you don't really notice it. Like I'll show you how fast Facebook opens. This is an application that uses a lot of RAM, and yeah, you can see it here, but basically it takes a while. It's still really fast. It's just because of my high standards from the Nexus 5. It's a fast phone. I'll just go into messaging just to show you that it's pretty fast. I don't know what I'm complaining about, to be honest. And especially for €100, you can't be complaining too much. Now, I want to tell you about one thing, which was a bug which I saw recently. It all of a sudden froze, and I had to close the applications here. It might have been the fault of the application, or it might have been the Android version, or I don't know what it was, but it only happened once, so it's not the end of the world. And yeah, that's just the only. I would say that's literally the only downside I've had of the phone so far. The RAM doesn't even. It's not even that bad because it's way faster than the Huawei P6 I used to have, which also only had 1 gig of RAM, and it's just lightning. Honestly, it's just so fast. So trying to think what else I can tell you guys about it. Like, if you have any more questions, just please leave them in the comment, and I will read them all, and I'll answer them all too. So if you find this if you find this tutorial practical, then just leave a little like or whatever. It's all up to you. Oh yeah, well, last thing, the battery. Loads of people want to know about the battery. Just to give you an idea of how good this battery is, I'm raving about this battery, by the way, because as I'm going to refer to the Nexus again, I could get maximum like a day to half a day with the Nexus. Maybe that was because it was older, but this one, I'm using Sigic, the GPS, and I managed to go to France and back in 1 day, yeah, with this application running, with the GPS on, and the 3G on, and the brightness on like half. I think it was on half, yeah, but it was on battery saving mode. So, oh yeah, that's what's something I need to mention. If you go onto the battery, just like the Nexus 5, it comes with the battery saver. So you can just, you know, turn off everything, get everything in orange, you know. And yeah, last but not least, if you're a big fan of the non-hardware buttons, then this phone is definitely for you, because they are just so cool. They just slide out all the time, you know. Just, you don't need to have the buttons on all the time. You can increase the size of your screen if you're watching something in full video and all that. So yeah, that's the review of the Rainbow Jam from Wiko. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be posting more stuff about this phone. I think in the future I'll try and look for some routing or some custom softwares. You know, I like to mess around with my stuff until I break it, and I'll buy another phone. So yeah, see you guys next time, and please subscribe if you want to see more.